first date was, I believe, a double date, and Mom was not my date. She was my best friend's date. But I looked at her, I said, oh, she's got to be my girlfriend somehow. So I thought, well, this is going to be tough, but I got to date that girl.
He asked me out, and I think at that point I was delighted because I had broken up with his friend. And I never knew that he got his friend to go out with someone else. But later on in our relationship, his friend asked me out again. And I told his friend, ask Gil if Gil and I are going steady. And we really weren't at the time. And his friend said, okay, I'll ask him. And he asked Gil if we were going steady. And that day, Gil took off from work and came to my high school. I was a senior, and asked me to go steady.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
That way I didn't go out with his friend because we were going steady.
Did I ask you in front of all your girlfriends?
Yes.
Did that embarrass you?
No.
Good.
And he came and he picked me up in a beautiful blue convertible.
Well, I really wanted to impress her. I think that worked.
That did work. We were good friends first.
I liked her very much, and I thought that if I'm going to get serious with anybody, this has got to be the girl. You know what I remember very clear about you? Just looking at you when we were in high school, and was your cute little mouth. You had a little heart-shaped mouth. We've changed a lot through the years, but you had luscious lips.
He had this habit of wrapping little toys for me up in rags.
Oh, yeah.
And putting them in the glove compartment
And I told
of
you to
his
look in
car.
there.
And when we'd be out on a date, he would say, look and see, there's something in the glove compartment for you.
Yeah.
So it was always a nice little cute little funny surprise, a little ceramic puppy dog. One time I opened up the little package that was wrapped in rags, and there was a little box, and in that was another little velvet box, and in that were 2 wedding rings, one for him and one for me, and they were hand carved. And that was his proposal.
We got married June 18th, 1951. We didn't have a church wedding or the little chapel, huh?
It was a wedding chapel, and we had a minister.
And we started life together.
We thought we had better get an apartment. And we went and we found an apartment that was just adorable. It was a cute little honeymoon type
Single,
apartment.
it was new.
Furnished.
I thought we better have started out with
New
something
building.
nice, you know, and then get to reality, get what we could afford. Just about a year later, we bought our first home, GI Bill, in San Fernando Valley. And I remember we bought this 2 bedrooms, den, bath and a half, and it was out in the boonies of San Fernando Valley, but it was brand new, and it was we could afford it. And about not much later, about less than a year, Suzanne was born, right?
We had bought an MG TD, very collectible.
Turned out to be a classic. 52 TD right off the showroom floor, which is really kind of a mistake, because here we are saving for, we wanted, our intentions were to build a home, build a house, and which I thought I could do. I planned ahead. I always planned way ahead, or tried to. Our plan was to live in this house for about 2 years and buy a lot, build a home, and start our real family from there. And which we did. We sold it in 2 years, made a couple $1,000. And then 2 years later was it? Dee Dee was born. We sold the MG, got our money together. We bought a lot in Studio City up in the foothills, had a nice view. $4,000 it cost. Wow, MG had to go, but that's okay. And we built a nice home there. And little Mary was born. We lived there from
9 years.
54 to 66.
Mary was around 4 when we moved to Thousand Oaks.
Life in Thousand Oaks was very nice. I thought it was better than San Fernando Valley. There was good schools, the weather was nice. It wasn't as hot as the valley. And there again, our intentions were to live there till we found a good lot and build a really nice permanent home, which we did. We found a lot with a nice view right across the Thousand Oaks Boulevard, and we built a 2-story house there with everything we really wanted. And the kids all went to school there, and you know, through the years though, our commitment got stronger, and it just matured and got better because of all the things we were doing were toward you know, a good sound life with the family, the kids.
One of the things that was very important, our family sat down at the dinner table together, and we all believe in God, and He's looking out for us, and we try to abide by the rules, do unto others, the 10 Commandments, and we've tried to teach this to our children, and I believe we've been successful. They, in turn, have brought us joy. They've brought us grandchildren that we adore, and we feel they are successful. What more could you want?
Well, that's one of the joys we have, our 3 daughters. I'll tell you, life sure would have been different without them. One of the things that gives me a lot of joy is to hear the girls laugh. Really. When they laugh, I feel happy. They're happy, I bet.
We had been to Sedona the first time accidentally. It was a trip we were taking to Albuquerque and then on to Carlsbad Caverns, and we had spent the night in Flagstaff, and Gil said, I heard of this little town called Sedona, and it's supposed to be quite beautiful. Would you be up for taking a side trip before we head to Albuquerque? And I said, sure. So we drove into town, and it was love at first sight. We decided early on that it was really important to take care of each other. We exercised together. We try to eat properly. We even go to the doctor together. We go to the eye doctor at the same time.
We do everything together. You know, that's
same time.
Just fortifies our you know, interest in each other, and our relationship is as firm as it's ever been, maybe better. So we're looking forward to as many healthful years we got ahead. We're looking forward to that. And, health means a lot, and we're trying to make those coming years healthy years. And if we can do that, we'll be strong.
It'd be nice to celebrate our 75th.
Oh my God. As long as we're healthy, why not?